Shawnee, welcome back. We are in the office today, and I've already primed my lids with my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in Golden Honey. So I'm going to go ahead and start my eye makeup. So I have my little kit pack here, and these shades here are from the Adept Cosmetics Arrow inspired palette, as well as the La Cienega palette. So I'm going to use those. Actually, I don't want that brush. Oh, you know what I have? I have the Blend Bunny brushes. I don't think I ever told you that I had these, so why don't we use one of these? And I did not get the newest Blend Bunny palette, the like 90s inspired one. I may get it on a sale because they do have sales occasionally. So maybe. I know Jan got it. I know Jessa is also waiting for a sale, but let me know if you ended up getting it and how you're liking it. I think most people have said they liked it. The only complaints I've heard is about like the layout of the palette and people feeling like the shimmers don't line up with the colors of the mattes. I feel like I need a mirror. Wow. So it has been exceptionally hot lately. I mean, and I don't think it's just hot where I am in the DC area. Like, it's hot everywhere. So I was looking stuff up on the weather and stuff, and scientists are saying that July 3rd, 2023, so Monday, was the hottest day on record in history. That's not good. That is not good. Like, first of all, it's not good because, you know, that's hot as literal hell, I think. I don't know. I'm not going. I'm not planning on finding out. But it's hotter than fish grease. And they said that we're probably, maybe, potentially going to have even hotter days over the next 6 weeks. So basically the rest of summer. No, but like, seriously, how are we gonna deal with that? Like, it's literally too damn hot. Literally. Like, it's probably that kind of hot where you can fry an egg on the concrete. I mean, maybe I'll try. But like, that's not good, because that further solidifies climate change. People don't like to talk about it, but we over here killing this earth, y'all. And apparently it's starting to affect like crops and stuff, and it's just not good. It's not good. So we need to like stop burning fossil fuels and stuff. And I'm pretty sure that the fires in Canada are not helping. Like, there's still a haze around here on a lot of days, and I'm in DC. That's not just a hop skip, I guess it kind of is, away from Canada, but like this is not good. Like, I don't know if anybody thinks that it is. Like, this is serious business. It's not just that it's hot. It's like our like baseline temperature of the world, of the planet, is high. I don't know what we're gonna do about it. So I just used this shade here, and I think I'm going to go into this one and maybe this one. So speaking of July, my birthday month, yes, I do plan on reminding everyone all the time. So July 4th, as of now, it was yesterday. I'm just minding my business, going about my day. New Boo, was working, but stopped by to give me some cake, which was nice. It was good. It was good cake. I don't know why he thought I wanted cake, but give me cake, I'm gonna eat it. So that was really nice. And then Rose and I hung out. I tried to dupe that new Natasha Denona palette coming out. And then I'm getting ready for bed, right? I'm just chilling. I'm just relaxing. No big deal. And then the fireworks start. Now, in my area, there is a fireworks show like the Saturday before the 4th. It's by the lake, and you can go and like sit out on the grass and just watch the fireworks. So cute, so special. So, you know, we already had the fireworks display. It was either Saturday or Sunday. But, you know, people like to get their illegal fireworks and set them off on the 4th of July. What I had not anticipated was that my neighbors were going to jump in on this celebration. The thing is, it's a row of like houses, and we have a parking lot right in front of us. So we park all our cars and everything there, and it's like, I don't know, like 25, 50 feet to the house itself after you park. These dimwits decide to do the fireworks right there, around all the cars, around all the trees, around all the houses. And I'm not talking about any sort of little firework like Katy Perry was singing about. These were big, like boom and like psh, you know, those kind of fireworks. Child, when I tell you, I was so upset. And the reason I was upset was, first of all, some of us have to go to work in the morning, okay? I don't need you doing all them fireworks. It's a Tuesday. Some of us got to go to work on Wednesday. Maybe it seemed like you don't. But I can't be having all this noise while I'm trying to get ready. I know. My mother called me an old woman. I'm like, girl, not all of us can stay up all night and party like you. So I will take my old lady classification. But they are just going like for hours, y'all. And every time I thought they had stopped, they came back for some more and did it again. And there were a couple times, you know, I'm in my bonnet, I'm in my house shirt sleep dress thing, y'all know, don't wait till you don't know. And I walk outside like the old lady I am, and I'm just staring at them, and I'm like, are y'all done? What time y'all gonna be done? Because they're just having a good old time, and I'm not here for it. When I tell you I'm not here for it, I'm not here for it. And I just don't like that it's so close. Like, that's too close. That is a fire hazard. Right? Like, that's a fire hazard. And so I looked up. This is how I know I'm like maturing and getting older. I looked up the fire ordinances in our county, because I didn't want to like make a big deal if it's like, yeah, you can totally set off them fireworks wherever and whenever you want to. And the fire ordinances said that you cannot be setting off fireworks in like these residential areas, and it needs to just be done by like the professionals who have a permit and all that stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let it go for just a little bit longer. Everybody just have your fun. I mean, that's okay that you're putting us all at risk and you might burn down the entire neighborhood. That's okay. But y'all, it got to the point where it was just so booming loud and everything that I decided I was going to embrace my inner Karen, and I was gonna call either the fire department or the police. Now, I didn't call 911 because I wasn't sure if it was a full-on emergency, right? Like, nothing's on fire yet. So I was like, okay, cool, whatevs, you know. So I look up the non-emergency number. Because I'm like, listen, I don't care what y'all do on your own time, but don't put me at risk, okay? Don't put me at risk, and I have to like call my home insurance people because a random sparkler landed on my house. Like, no. So I called the non-emergency number, and when I tell you, I know that 911 operators have a hard job, okay? I know that they probably get so many calls a day just in some foolishness and some traumatic stuff. But the way this operator answered the phone, like, you could tell he has had a long day and he wasn't here for anybody's S-H-I-T, sugar honey iced tea. He wasn't here for it. So I just barely start saying, hi, because you know I'm really nice. Hi, how are you doing? They're setting off fireworks and we're in a residential area. And he's like, okay, let me transfer you. I'm like, okay, sir. So then I get to somebody else and they're like, okay, what's the address? And I don't give them my address because I don't want these people to know that I called on them. So I gave them the general vicinity. And then after that, I gave them my address because they also asked for my phone number. And I was like, if somebody could just come around and, like, you know, just like check things out, because I really don't think that they're supposed to be like, you know, doing these fireworks. It's a fire hazard, and, you know, I'm being a good neighbor. And in the meantime, I'm also texting my neighbor friend, but she's out of town. She's in, like, New York. But I'm like, girl, they are setting off fireworks right in front of our houses because she's right next to me. Y'all, when I tell you, I was so pissed. And she was pissed too. Like, she was getting upset. And I'm like, I know. And everybody's asking how Rose is. Y'all know Rose is a G. She is a gangster. Rose was sitting there at the window like, what y'all doing out there? Rose was just like, I'm cool, you cool? So she wasn't too bothered by it. I mean, she was staying close at times, but Rose was like, listen, I'm up in my house. Y'all ain't about to get me because I am in the house, okay? But I know a lot of times pets, you know, have a hard time because they're sitting there like, what are all these random booms and why aren't the rest of y'all humans under the bed with me? So let's go in with the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Balm as a primer. Just ring loose. So I don't even think that they came, the police. I think they were just like, girl, we don't care. Is your house burning? Because if it's not, we just gonna leave you alone. I think that's exactly what they were thinking because I was staring out my window like, I don't see no cops coming up over here. I don't understand. I mean, it's an area where we don't often see the police. They've been here a couple times just for, like, I think there was like an accident somewhere, like, you know, so we don't really get the police that much. And I guess they were just like, girl, we have other emergent issues. So you just gonna have to deal with them fireworks, boo-boo. Just give it a couple more hours. So I'm just getting real irritated because I really was wanting to go to sleep because like, I have a long drive in the morning, right? But y'all, I didn't go to bed until like midnight or 1. And then I got up this morning and I'm like, I am so effing exhausted. And I also emailed the HOA people. It wasn't the nicest email because I was just like, I thought that you aren't supposed to do fireworks over here in this residential area according to the fire ordinances that are in place for our county. And why y'all didn't put like notes on people's doors to say that we can't do fireworks? Like, what are you gonna do about this? Like, it wasn't the nicest. But listen, first of all, the first thing is it's a hazard. The second thing is you right in front of my house. You right in front of my house. Don't get nothing on my car. Don't get nothing on my lawn. Like, I have a big old tree. Don't get nothing in this tree because now we gonna have a problem. and I'm gonna come out here again in my bonnet and my nightshirt. I'm not playing with y'all. So that was that. They didn't come that I'm aware of because the people kept doing the fireworks, or they came and the people didn't care, which I think is what it is. And they were just like, whatever, we're still gonna do these fireworks, ma'am. I'm like, okay. Do you, boo. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with, I think, the Danessa Myricks ColorFix Nudes. This one is in the shade 9. I'm actually thinking of getting a backup of this because I feel like I'm going through it, and I want to possibly take these on my trip to Vegas. I don't think I'm going to be wearing much makeup because I think it's like hotter than the first level of the sun in Vegas. But if I do want to do anything, I think the ColorFix is going to be a good idea just because it is so, like, once you put it on, not going anywhere. What was I saying? And, like, people can't just let a good time be good. I'm saying that as I'm the one that called the non-emergency police. But there were apparently several shootings on the 4th in different places, and like 9 people were injured in DC. Like, that's not okay, y'all. This world. I used to listen to my parents talk about this world. Everybody talking about we going to hell in a handbasket. Girl, I don't even know if we gonna have a handbasket. We going to hell on a napkin. Like, I don't know. It makes me sad that our world is just, or at least I'm realizing as I mature and age, that there's just like so much bad. There's also so much good in the world, but it's just like people are out here having a good old time setting off these illegal fireworks, and you have to go out there and shoot somebody. Why? What is the point? What is the point? Anyway, tell me how it was in your neighborhood, and tell me if you get as irritated as I am. I feel like when I was younger, I'd be like, oh my God, that's so cool. And now I'm like, if y'all don't stop with these fireworks out in front of my house at 10 o'clock at night. My boob was on the keyboard. Like, I need y'all to stop. But another thing that happened on the 4th is the famous hot dog eating contest on Coney Island. I find that to be so disgusting. Like, I don't eat hot dogs. I used to, until I told y'all before, until I read the book 1984 and they gave a description of how the sausage is made, essentially, right? And I have never been able to get that out of my head. So I don't eat hot dogs. I don't eat hot dogs like that. But let me tell you I want to tell you how many hot dogs this person done ate. Where's my CNN app? Okay, so when you look up the story, they have this guy, Joey Chestnut, who was the winner, the champion of the Nathan's Famous Hot Dog Eating Contest. He has won 16 out of the past 17 hot dog eating contests. Okay? This is a regular old looking man. They thought this year's contest was going to be, canceled because of the weather. But they didn't. They kept doing it. It started at 2 o'clock. And do you want to know how many hot dogs he ate? This man ate 62 hot dogs in 10 minutes. I'm not even going to try to break that down by like how many he ate per second or whatever. It's actually below his projected total. People thought he was going to eat at least 10 more, like between 71 and 72 hot dogs, and the buns. So, and the gluten, and the bread. It's not just the wiener, it's the whole thing. I don't think it has condiments on it. But apparently the 2-hour delay that they had because of the weather, like, affected his, like, he wasn't able to eat at his best, you know? But honey, so it was his 8th straight win and his 16th overall. So I'm guessing all this man does is he just practices eating hot dogs. Like, does he do it every day? You have to train for that kind of mess. You can't just be like, oh, I'm real hungry, let me go see if I can eat these hot dogs. No, that is not, you have to train, okay? No, in my behind, I would be like, I don't want this. This is nasty. Do you have any veggie options? And then, so he won the men's thing. And the woman who won the women's contest, Mickey Sudo, she's won 8 times. And she won for the 9th time on Tuesday. She ate 39.5 hot dogs in 10 minutes. I'm not quite sure why she didn't finish that half, because if you're gonna do it, girl, go all the way. First of all, how do you even find out that you're good at eating hot dogs? How do you even find out that you could eat them in like quick succession? You know, like, I can eat some ice cream. I can eat a couple donuts. First of all, I'm not going to eat hot dogs, but I also don't think, like, it's not like they were the mini wieners, like the little sausage wieners. They are full-on hot dogs with the bun. And I don't think they have any condiments on it. I'm going to need a little bit of mustard. I'd like some relish. Like, if I'm going to eat a hot dog, I would like to have it adorned with condiments, right? But child, not these people. They was like, I am ready. I have been training. Let's do this. And then the winner, he was like, yeah, you don't feel so great afterwards. Really, sir? After you don't eat all that meat, you don't feel so good afterwards. And he's like, the first 12 hours are horrendous, like after you done ate them. And then he was like, I'm probably not gonna be like back to normal for 4 days. So you gonna tell me I have to eat all these hot dogs and then I pretty much have to take the next week off to recover? Child, how people be finding this stuff out? How do you know? Like, do you just sit at a barbecue and be like, you know what, I think I could probably eat a whole bunch of these? How do you find that out? How do you find that out? Because it's not like a pie eating contest where you just have your hands behind your back and you just gotta eat the pie. It's not like that, honey. It's eat all these hot dogs. We got a whole bunch. We have like hundreds, okay? I don't know how they do it. I would I'd probably throw up. Like, not only would I do that if I were in the contest, but I would do it watching it. I would just be like, I can't, I'm sorry. That was the Fenty concealer that I just used, and now I am doing my brows super quickly. Let me see what else I wanted to tell y'all. Oh, girl, if you eat at Subway, you know, Subway, eat fresh. They're about to now start slicing their own deli meat. Apparently, they think that's going to, like, boost sales. So if you eat at Subway and you get it with, like, deli meat, then, girl, they going to be slicing it for you on command. I don't know how that's going to change anything, but who am I? I don't know. And the last thing I'm going to tell y'all is something I don't quite understand. There is a 3-year cruise that's about to embark on the high seas in November. Now, here's the thing. It had been scheduled, I think, for earlier, but then like 20 of the workers decided to quit. 22, I'm sorry, it was 22, because they're like, it's not a safe vessel and all this stuff, and so they just quit. They're like, peace out, I ain't going on that. I'm especially not going on it for 3 years of my life. And then, you know, I guess the company was like trying to scramble and figure it out, because they need to make their money, okay? I've offered this 3-year cruise that costs $30,000, like per person, I think it is. First of all, some people don't even make that in a year, like teachers and stuff. But you about to be out here spending $30,000. I'm just gonna say this reminds me of the accident that just happened in the sea, in the ocean, and what's hella expensive for people to go on is really giving that kind of energy, right? And if I knew that I was going on this 3-year cruise and a bunch of the like staff quit, guess who else is quitting? I'm not going on that cruise. I'm not, no. Because they know, they be at the bottom of the ship. They know what's going on. And if they're like, girl, we out, guess I'm out too. Like, we gonna walk off this boat together. I'm not, First of all, I don't have $30,000 just to be literally throwing into the ocean, okay? I don't have that. But if I was foolish enough to decide, you know, I'm just gonna go for like 3 years. Can I bring my cat? If I was foolish enough to decide to do that, I would really need to know that it was safe. I would really need to. I will say that the cabins look very nice for being on a cruise ship. And I've been on one cruise, y'all. It was a Star Trek cruise, and I dressed up every time in my Star Trek outfits. Don't play with me. If we gonna do something, we gonna do it full tilt. We're gonna go all the way. So honey, I had all my costumes ready. People were taking pictures with me because they were like, wow. And then I think it was the last night I dressed as Uhura, which was, she was like the only or the first like black woman on the show. She passed away like a couple months ago. But anyway, they were saying, oh my God, how did it happen? They were saying that the ship is not seaworthy. And you know what that means? That means it's not shiny worthy. That's what it means, because I ain't doing all that. Ain't nobody got time to be stuck on some cruise ship for 3 hours. But they did say, this is where they're trying to like get you. They're like, oh, we check out some things so that we can have meeting rooms and like co-working spaces. If I'm gonna be working, I could stay home for 3 years. I could stay home. Could you imagine? I'm like on a cruise ship seeing clients like, hey girl, I got my little mojito right here. I gotta go in a little while to the Lido deck and have a little dance party. I would be like, I'm sorry, therapist, but I'm gonna need you to get your life together. And how about we have a session when you get back to land? Anyways, y'all, that's it for today. I'm about to put this powder on, and then I'm about to put a lip on. I don't even know if you need to see the finished look, because you kind of see most of it. I'm gonna just put on a pink lip, and that's about it. So I hope that some of this was helpful. Hopefully you got your weekly dose of news from me. I also hope that you are taking care of yourself, and please be sure to stay hydrated. It is too hot out here for y'all to be playing around and not drinking enough water. Water, not no soda, not no tea, not no coffee. You can drink those also, but please get some water in your life. Try some like sports drink if you need to. They have a lot of sugar, but get some electrolytes. Just make sure that you're taking care of yourself, because I don't want anybody falling out, including myself. So be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Please leave me a comment. Tell me what's going on in your life. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.